So funny. I believe he's full of life advice. That's his brand. And he's got jokes. He's got a good setup. He's a wonderful guy. The very funny. Everyone, give it up for Bob Morris!
Good evening, Model Café. All right. So I look like this because my dad's Jim Gaffigan. And my mom's Louie Anderson. You might be wondering how I keep this physique at 62, which I realize is twice as old as several of the comics here tonight. So the truth is, back in the day, I was in the Marines. And in the Marines, they focused on self-discipline and fitness and stuff like that. And I could not wait to get the hell out of there. But lately, I have been getting more into the fitness thing. So one of the things I did recently was I joined the YMCA. There's a YMCA up in Brighton, and they've got a pool. And so when I go there, I go to the water exercise class. And so it's a bunch of grandmothers and me. They call it water exercise. I call it gray anatomy. Yeah, I should never open my eyes when I was underwater. That's terrible. But then the other thing I'm working on too is sometimes at the pool I'll work on my breaststroke. So the other day I was there, just going like this, enjoying myself, and I got in trouble. I guess either this is against the rules or do it in the lobby. I'm not sure. They didn't care for it. And in addition to the pool time, I'm also working on my steps. So I try to do like 10,000 steps a day. That seems to be like the magic number. So I'm working on the steps. And when I'm doing the steps, a lot of times when I come to the intersection, I want to run across because I don't want to get run over or give the guy a hard time. So I always make eye contact, and then I'll start to run across. And when I run across, it looks just like I'm walking, except I move my arms a little bit faster, but I really just go in the same speed. Now, this you may not know about me. Some of the people might, but I'm actually a nude model. That's a true fact. May I start in other places looking for all different body types? I have a body type, and they have me come over there. And I realize it's very much like stand-up. I go up on the stage, I do my thing, silence like tonight, awkward laughter, and usually a couple minutes into it, I can see the look on their face. They're thinking, you know what? I could have been home watching Netflix. And one of the times I finished the modeling, and this very cute co-ed came up and handed me a folded up piece of paper. She said, "This is for later." So later on, when I went home, I opened it up, and I said, "Pal, your body's got more folds than a basket of laundry." But I think, to be fair, I mean, they pay me by the hour, but if they paid me by the pound, they'd be getting a great deal, right? It's like going to Costco and getting a life model, and you get me. Thanks, Elaine. So the other thing is, so that's sort of a side gig that I do. My main thing is I'm a life coach, a creativity life coach, kind of like how I alluded to. I just finished my book. Woo! Okay, not a lot of readers here. And it's a special type. It's a creativity life coach. So people say, "Oh, you're a creativity life coach. What are the qualifications?" But the joke's on them because there are no qualifications. It's an unregulated industry. And before I was a life coach, before that was a thing, I had a different job, very similar. I was unemployed. When I lived in New Jersey, I was actually homeless for a while, true story. Veteran, was in the VA homeless shelter, very dark time, but then I moved up here. I'm now got an apartment in Alston, and I've got a Zoom account. So technically, I'm a life coach. Now, one of the things, I like the idea of life coaching, right, helping people to succeed and things like that, but most of them are just losers. I shouldn't call them losers, right? I mean, they've got big dreams, they want to visualize the reality before they actually get there. That's not a loser. What do you call that? Delusional. So one of the things that, the MBTA, anybody take the MBTA? Yeah. Out here in Austin, especially when I'm going downtown, it's always the Green Line. I would love to redo their advertising campaign. The MBTA Green Line, when you absolutely, definitely want to be late. in addition to the green line, I'm also taking the bus fairly often, and I'm not sure what it is with the bus, but the bus is always late when it gets there. Why don't they just shift the schedule like 3 minutes? They could be on time every day. And the other thing is they get there late. Why can't they wait another 5 seconds and let me sit down before they start rolling out? I never understood that. And maybe that's why the bus driver's so angry all the time. So a couple of things quickly that have changed for me recently. So one of the things is my doctor says I have high blood pressure. So now in my bedroom I have a CPAP machine, I've got a blood pressure cuff, and I've got my little denture cuff. So dating in the 60s is a lot different than dating in your 20s, I gotta tell you. When I was in my 20s, I would run around the bedroom and all, I see you, I see you. Now it looks like an ICU. The last thing is I've recently become a vegan. Vegan, just like vegetarian, neither eats meat, but in addition, vegan go a little farther, don't eat eggs, cheese, or ice cream. While people are looking. All right, thanks a lot. Bob Moran, appreciate it.
God, everyone, give it up for Bob Moran.